welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and today's video is another episode of Throwback Thursday. I've been doing these, I think now for a couple of months, right? I think this is either episode 11 or 12. I cannot remember in this moment, but I'll make sure to put the correct number in the title of this video. And I'm just loving doing this weekly series. My dear friend, Jan Van, she was my ultimate inspiration in doing this series. And I'll link her channel in my description box. If you guys have not yet gone to her channel and subscribed, I highly recommend doing so. And then my dear friend and subscriber, Dawn, she has been my biggest cheerleader in doing this weekly series. So for this episode, I'm gonna be using the Fade Into Hue palette by Colourpop. Now I got this palette along with the Aurora Struck palette. They were having one of their mega palette sales. And I put this up on that bookshelf and then promptly forgot that I have it. I was gonna do like a 3 looks video with this palette, and I might still do that, I'm not sure. But I love the pastel tones in here, because most often with my rainbow palettes that I have, well, I mean, there are pastel shades, but I don't know, I just felt like this had more pastel shades in it than some of my other rainbow palettes do. And I don't always gravitate towards pastel shades, but I'm trying to get better at using those types of shades. And I think this looks gorgeous. There are a couple of 3 pressed glitters in here. This one, and that one that I will not be using because it's a little too chunky for me. This one is kind of like a more tame pressed glitter, I would say, maybe a little bit more finely milled. Now, normally when I look at a rainbow palette, my eyes go right to the greens, blues, and purples. And I've been doing a lot of green and blue and purple looks lately, I feel like. So I'm gonna try to stick to more of this area of the palette. I am gonna be throwing a little bit of green in here, but orange, yellow, green is what I'm thinking. And I cannot read the shade names. So let me put my glasses on and I'll tell you what shades I'm gonna be using for this look today. I'm gonna put this shade here called Treasure towards the front part of my transition area. And then I think I'm gonna put Abstract towards the latter half of the transition area. And then I'm either gonna be using Dyed Up or Bold Type in my outer V, I'm not sure quite yet. And then for the shimmers, I'm gonna be using Haute, H-O-U-T-E, Hot, Haute, and then Shine Bright. I might even throw a little bit of Pose in here too. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking about using for this look today, so far anyway. And of course, both of my brows are done, and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. So again, starting off with Treasure, putting that towards the front part of my transition area. And I would love to know if you guys have this palette. I wanted it when it was first released, and I was like, I don't need that. I have enough rainbow palettes. But then, oops, I need to smooth this out. Where is my, there it is. Because this gets a little creasy. Oh, Bitsy's out in the hallway meowing. I might have to bring her in here with me. I don't know, we'll see. But then of course, when Colourpop has their mega palette sales, I'm like, so I'm really glad I got it. And I'm also thrilled that I got the Aurora Struck palette. That is such a gorgeous palette. I did do a 3 looks video with that palette, and it's just absolutely stunning. Love the color story. I really like the formulation of the shades. There was one shimmer that I used for my 3 looks video in that palette that was a little more subtle, I guess, than what I thought it was going to be, but it doesn't matter. It was still a really nice shade, you know. Just, I don't know, I was being probably overly picky. But yeah, I got to use that again soon. I'll probably pull the Aurora Struck into this series at some point too. I had the Ace Beauté Flare palette pulled out for this video today. And then, I don't know, I just kind of was looking around on the shelf and I'm like, wait a second. You have Fade Into Hue by Colourpop that you've never used. So I thought I better use it today. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you know, this isn't the most pigmented shade I've ever used, but it's nice. It's a really pretty kind of like melony orange shade. Okay, I like that. I think it's really, really pretty. So now I'm gonna go into Abstract and put that, where should I use this shade? I think actually I'm going to use this shade right here, and this is called Bonus Points. I mean, I like that. It just seems like it might be a little too bright. So let's go into Bonus Points. So my baby, my grandson, is going to be 2 years old on May 12th. Isn't that crazy to think he'll be 2? For me it is. You guys are like, well, we don't know him, so maybe not that crazy for us. But yeah, it's just unreal to me that he's going to be 2 years old. We're having his second birthday party this weekend on Saturday. So that's going to be really fun. We're actually having the party at a place where my daughter and her husband, his parents, were married. So that's cool. It's a really nice outdoor area. It's got like a creek that runs through, and there's like the creek is quite a bit down the way from where we'll be. But if you walk down a little ways, you can see the creek. It's really pretty. And then there's like a covered area that she, my daughter, has reserved. And then there's a lot of really just pretty grassy areas. There's a playground. It's really a neat place. Really, really neat. It was really fun at her wedding. Love that. It was wonderful. The wedding itself was, down the hill on this, nice flat grassy area with trees and shrubbery and all this stuff all around. And then you'd kind of walk up the hill to the covered area where we danced and had a grand old time. So yeah, it's a really pretty place. And when I was in middle school, we used to go on like field trips to this particular area. So yeah, got a lot of fond memories of this area for sure. So I think this looks great so far. So now I want to deepen up the outer V, and I think I am just going to go into the shade right here called Bold Type and just make that a little green in the outer V. And my sleeping the past, I don't know, couple of weeks off and on, longer than that, has just not been the greatest. It's like when you're going through menopause, which I've been going through menopause, I feel like for the last 10 years of my life, it's just not that fun, obviously. And so you end up with just horrible sleeping situations. Like I can fall asleep. I fall asleep, like I lay down and I'm sound asleep, just boom. But it's the staying asleep that I have a tough time with. So I don't know. I've been considering going to my doctor and, getting put on some type of sleep aid. I cannot stand it. Oops, I almost dropped that on the floor. I can't stand it when I wake up and I'm super groggy. And, I've taken like Benadryl or, over the counter, like Tylenol PM or Excedrin PM or whatever. And I can't hardly wake up. I'm just like all day. I don't like that. And I was chatting with Jan and Shawnee, about how I was feeling about this stuff and saying that, I didn't want to take anything that was going to make me groggy. And Shawnee's like, yeah, a lot of stuff will make you groggy if you don't have a full 8 hours to dedicate to sleep, because that's, what that stuff's geared for, is to have you sleep for at least 8 hours. And so, yeah, I don't know. And I could sleep for 8 hours. I just don't get in bed when I should. Okay, that looks crazy. I'm gonna go back into the shade here, bonus points. A lot of fallout, or kick up, whatever. The Bold Type, the green shade, had a lot of in the pan. I'm just gonna blend this out. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions of things that you take that you like, that you don't think make you super groggy. I would love to hear about that, because I don't know, any suggestion would be helpful at this point, really. And I don't really like how this looks. It looks pretty crazy right there. So what I might do actually is go into this shade and maybe go around the edge of that with that instead of the yellow, because it's looking funny to me, really funny. I'm like, no. I use this little brush right here. This one works pretty good for stuff like this. It's just a lighter green, just to kind of, I don't know, blend that a little bit better, because it was looking a little funky. It still is, but I'm going to keep messing with it and see what I can do here. And I will say that that green shade, Bold Type, is pretty, looks like it might be a little patchy. I don't know, maybe not. I'll keep going. We'll see. See what I can do here. Okay. It's, I don't know how I feel about that blend right here. Looks like I don't know. I'm just going to leave it, because I could sit here and blend it for 3 days and it's probably not going to get any better than that. It's okay. I don't know. I don't know that I love the mattes in here. We'll see. I'm going to keep playing. We'll see. Okay. So let's see, for the shimmers, I think I will go into this shade here. And then I think I'm just going to use these two shades. This one here again was called Haute, and this one is Shine Bright. Okay. Sometimes less is more, I mean, you know, it looks okay. I feel like it's just not blending like I want it to, but could just be my application technique as well. And the weather here has been really bizarre. Like, it's been really nice and then really cold and breezy and rainy. And of course, on his birthday, or the birthday party, it's going to be rainy. My daughter's like, oh, great. But, you know, we have the covered area. But Wesley does not care about the rain. Like, he will be out in the rain. You know, he does not care one iota. And I don't care either. Like, I'll go run around in the rain with him. Yeah, heck yeah. So I just told her, I said, you can entertain the adults and I'm with baby. We're taking off. Oh, I love it. I love spending time with him, just him and I, or, you know, I mean, I love spending time with my daughter and her husband and whatever, but just to have those moments with my grandson where it's just the two of us, I live for that. It's wonderful. He's a very cuddly, snuggly, sweet baby. And he thinks Grandpa, my husband, is the most amazing person in the world. That's like his best friend. So cute. I love it. Okay, I like how that looks. I really like the shimmer. Okay, good. I'm glad, because I don't know. I mean, the mattes are okay. I just feel like right here, it's like the green shadow seems like it might be lifting this one here. I don't know. So I cleaned this brush off. Now I'm going to go into Shine Bright and put that towards the front part of the lid. There are, it looks like sequin matte shades. Or are those satins? I don't know. I swatched this one, and this one, and I just can't really tell if they're sequin mattes or if they're satin shades. They're kind of a strange formula, but I will try those at some point. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. So I feel like this look might be bringing the sun, at least to my face today, because I don't think it's supposed to be sunny today. And Janny Boo got me some really cute dresses, beautiful dresses that I really want to start wearing, but I will freeze if I wear them right now because my office at work is cold, and I've mentioned in other videos, I'm either hotter than hell or I'm freezing. So, and then it takes me forever to get warm if I'm freezing, and it takes me forever to cool off if I'm hot. So I just am trying to, you know, hold off on wearing the dresses until it's a little nicer outside, so I'm not just sitting in my office going to I do have a space heater, which is nice. My coworker saved me, a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I'm freezing. Is anyone else freezing? And my coworker's like, well, I'm not, but I do have a space heater in my office if you'd like to try it. I'm like, yes, I do want to try it. And I think she kind of forgot she gave it to me. Or she just doesn't care that I have it for a while. So that's great. Yeah, I do like this look. I think it's pretty. I do like it. But it just took me a hot minute to like I don't know if I like this matte here, but I'm going to go back into it. It's pretty dusty. Not too sure that it's, I mean, I don't know. It's not super patchy, I guess. But I'm interested to see how this shade's going to hold up throughout the day. Because I have a feeling I'm going to come home tonight and there's going to be, you know, no shadow left in this particular spot of my lid. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see, I guess, huh? Okay, so I think I'm pretty much done. I like it. I like that little pop of orange towards the front there. I don't know that that was necessary, but I do like it. I think it's cute. So I'm going to go off camera, clean this up, other eye, face. I will come back. So this, of course, is my finished look. And I do like how the look turned out. I don't know that I loved all the shades that I used out of the palette to put this look together with. And I'm still sort of struggling with how I blended the green and the yellow shades together. But this is my look, and I do think it turned out pretty nice. I just don't know that I'm madly in love with the eyeshadow palette, but I've only used it the one time. I need to continue to use it more before I make a total 100% decision about it. But I will show you the palette again. Let me show you just a few things I threw on my face for my finished look. I didn't use anything in my lower water lines. I'm still not doing that. I'm not sure that I'll ever do that again. My eyes just feel so much better without that type of product in my lower water lines. I didn't even realize how much it was affecting my eyes until I stopped using it. And I didn't put any kind of liner except for a shade out of the palette on my upper lids today. But I did use this really pretty sparkly peach toned gloss from Ladybug Glow. This is in the shade number 34. The brand owner happened to throw this in with one of my orders in the past, and it's a really nice lip gloss. It feels really nice on the lips. It's not gooey or sticky. It's not heavy. I mean, I can tell I have gloss on my lips, but it's not bothering me at all. And I think the shade is really pretty. Just a very subtle, kind of sparkly peach toned lip gloss. And then for my mascara, I used this again from Stylevana. I'm pretty sure this is where I got this, is in some PR from Stylevana. I just cannot remember for sure. But this is Hamish or Heimish, I think is how you pronounce it. And I'm loving this mascara. I've been using this the last several looks I've put together, and I like it. For my highlighter, I did use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in 010 Popping Champagne. This is currently in my Def Leppard Let's Get Panned panning project. I love this. I put this, of course, on my face and also in my inner corners. Just thought this would be a nice brightening touch for the eye look. So now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette, Fade Into Hue from Colourpop. Now, I will say that this shade right here was not my favorite. I feel like it's not going to stick around very well on my lids today. I could be wrong, but it just seemed a little patchy. It's very flyaway in the pan, but you know, it's a pretty color, and I did use this to line my upper lids with. So, I don't know, we'll see how it turns out by the end of the day. I like this shade too, not super pigmented, but it was buildable, I would say. I like the color, it blended fine. This shade was really nice too. I like this one probably the best out of all the mattes that I used for this look. And this shade really helped me, I felt, kind of blend these two together a little bit better. I don't know, you guys can be the judge of that. And then for the shimmers I used, these two here, very nice shimmers, very opaque, and they applied beautifully. They melded well together, you know, really easy to manipulate. I put a combination of this shade, and this shade on my lower lash lines as well. So yeah, I mean, I don't dislike this palette. I can't really say that after only one use, but I just don't know that I love the palette either. We'll see. I'll keep playing with it. I think I will do a 3 looks video with this. I do have a long list of palettes that I want to do 3 looks videos with. And I thought about maybe doing one of my no makeup and chill videos, kind of showing you the palettes, kind of going over the list of the palettes and seeing what you think, and like maybe asking folks to help me decide, you know, which one should I not include in that series, which palettes I should include, kind of to get your guys' help in that regard. But yeah, I mean, you know, the look is okay. It's maybe not my favorite look I've ever done, but I think it looks okay. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you think of the palette if you have it in your collection. Maybe what shades you like better than others in the palette. Whether you're on the I don't like it side or the I love it side, because I know it's kind of a polarizing palette, really. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.